Hey, babe.
Yes, babe.
This is part 2.
Yes, this is part 2.
And how do you want to start this improv beginning part?
Well, I'm going to say we're back on the pod.
Yes, we are back on the pod. This is part 2. Previously on last week's episode, part 1, we're going to let you know after the theme song.
Yes.
So should we go ahead and roll that theme song?
Let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
I didn't know that you had a crush on me. How did I never see all that we could have been? High time we turned the pages, start a story for the ages. High time we got it going on. No, it's never easy for people who love anymore, but we gotta try, 'cause you and I were meant to be. I love you, baby, and I know it takes more than words to show it. You are the one.
Back for part 2 of a Ganiel Hiatus. Welcome to the Georgia and Daniel Show. My name is Georgia Hunter from Georgia's Kitchen Show and Dan's Curious Show.
My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com and Georgia's Curious Love. Coming up on this week's episode 85.
We continue returning from our half-year, 6-month hiatus to podcasting.
And boy, do we have a lot to talk about, because previously on last week's episode, part 1 of a Ganiel hiatus, we talk about another people who are part of our love story. Plus, we answer many of our listeners' most asked question: are you still doing the pod? So if you just tuned into this part 2, don't forget to tune in to the last episode to hear part 1. This week,
I will be talking about my 2-year anniversary of living on my own.
And summer vacation, Georgia's birthday trip plans that
he came up with.
That I came up with just this weekend. And we'll let you all know. And if Georgia's sister Emma and Sam, sister and brother-in-law, are listening, you will hear this now. We'll have to talk to you about more details. And yeah. So episode 85
starts now.
Welcome back, babe.
Welcome back.
I feel like it's been forever. Wait, hold on. It's only been...
It's been last night that we just did one.
Less than 24 hours since we did about one. But you guys are going to hear this a week later. So it's been a whole week since we've last talked to you.
Yeah.
And it's because we have so much to catch up on.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we just needed, to bring you a two-powder. And so, and I take a sip of my coffee.
Always on the coffee.
Not the best coffee, I have to say. Instant coffee is not the best coffee, but that's all we had. So, just gonna have to live with it. Hey, if anybody from Video Bowls Coffee is listening and you want to send us some coffee, Well, if you want to sponsor, this podcast, and we'll be happy to talk all about Big Girls Coffee, and drink your coffee. But yeah, okay. Should we kind of go on?
Yes.
So we left off. If you guys missed, for one, Karen Milligan's birthday. If you missed the very last few minutes. I mean, this is down to the last 3 minutes
Yes.
of the episode. We have a birthday surprise, and we're not going to recreate it. We just want you to go back and listen, and that's why we kind of ended abruptly. But we still had a few topics that we rolled over to this part 2.
Yeah.
Beginning with. It's 2 years of you living on your own.
Yes.
In a condo. And so yesterday, when I got done with work at United Airlines, I got a text. So when I'm working, I usually put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which, speaking of, this is kind of work. Doing the podcast is work.
Yes.
Which I don't know if I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me see if yes, I forgot to. So let me go put my phone on Do Not Disturb so we are not disturbed. But anyways, when I got off, I got a text from you.
Yes, you did.
Because, folks, if you text me when I'm working, I probably won't see it until I'm done, until I get off. Anyways, probably the same with you, right?
Yeah.
So I got a text from you with a voice memo because you guys all know this. There's a little app. There's a little old app on the phone called Voice Memos.
Yes.
And you can record an audio message and text it to your friends.
And families and other people.
And so that's what this one did.
Yes, I did.
So I could go grab my phone, which is just over there on the other side of the coffee. And for those who just want to do an audio podcast, go check out the video on YouTube or Facebook. Special Chronicles on YouTube, Daniel and Georgia on Facebook. And you'll see we got some coffee cups and then my phone's over there. I could play that. But I see that you've got over there, right next to you, you've got a typed out a few pages. The font's pretty big, but it's still double spaced, kind of large type, a few pages. So
I actually use a report based on my computer that I actually really just typed.
Like a school report, but it's more. Yeah. It was just a template. You just needed a document.
Yes.
And so we could play it, but then what would be the point of us playing it and us just sitting here listening to audio when the real life cute person could just read it herself?
I can actually read it to you guys.
So why don't you go do that as I take another sip of my coffee, and I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic so we can hear Georgia uninterrupted. So this is the Georgia and Daniel Show in the Georgia and Daniel Show in collaboration with Special Chronicles proudly presents the 2-year anniversary by Georgia Hunter. Right here on the Georgia and Daniel Show. Take it away, babe.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm going to talk to you guys about my 2-year anniversary of living.
Oh! Wait, did I? Wait, what the? No. Keep talking. Sorry, Sorry, folks. I thought I was wondering why I couldn't really hear you in the headphones. All right, let's try a redo.
Okay.
The Georgia and Daniel Show, in collaboration with Special Chronicles, proudly presents my 2-year anniversary by Georgia Hunter. Take it away, babe.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm going to talk to you guys about my 2-year anniversary of my adventures being here. here in Forest Park. At the very beginning of my adventures from Oak Park and moving into Forest Park was really magical. In the last year, I met my mom's friend, Paulo Jalazaro, the one who lives in Brazil. And we all talked about how I'm going to live. From that moment on, my parents came up with the idea of asking me to live on my own. And that made them had some challenges of letting me go and to live a healthy life in Forest Park. So far, me, myself, and I had those same challenges in the past, and now I am upbeat.
I was gonna hold it so you can flip the page.
Oh, okay. And do a bunch of active things to do, like having a job, playing sports, being with my guy Daniel here, my friends. I love riding my bike everywhere. I know the whole hometown of Forest Park. First of all, I love living on my own so much. And even though that I miss everyone, including Daniel, and also my baby nephew, Hunter Daniel, I sometimes feel alone. But now I'm not alone, which is a good thing. I made it this far for 2 years running. I am so proud of myself to do this. Also, on May 16th, 2020, was my actual 2-year anniversary. I celebrated all day. I played on my Nintendo Switch, watched movies, and playing games on my phone. Then I took the exact same pictures from that day. And they're also from a shared album that I still have on my phone that Daniel was here, my sister, and everyone else.
And my mom was there.
And Daniel's mom as well. Now this year, it was the exact same date, May 16, 2023, which is right now.
Well, today's. Well, we're recording this on the 21st of May, but go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
There are a lot of changes in my condo, as you can tell behind me. And the reason that this came up of living on your own is not because of chores, because you guys get to do fun things and making meals. This is my real story. Thank you for listening.
Well, I'm sure many of you listeners are applauding. So, anything else you want to add about living alone?
Well, I think the best part of living on my own was that I do pretty much everything. Like taking care of animals and to go places. But the reason why I wanted to live on my own is I wanted my parents' trust and to know that I'm going to live a healthy life. And I've been doing that. And this guy right here was here with me at the very beginning when I first moved in.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. And, yeah, glad to be here, support you. And, yeah, I think it also kind of goes back to that never before heard story that we shared in part 1, last week's episode, about, well, I mean, I guess just a continuation of that never before heard story.
Yeah.
And there's just something that I knew that we both, if you go back to, more than 6 years ago, I mean, it's been more than that, but like back to when we first met, right? Or first, six, whatever years ago when we first got together. There's just something that I knew that we could both of us never had an experience of our own in the past. And it's something that I knew
that we need to practice on
together. Even though technically I still live with my dad, but that part aside, even like the weekends, and again, folks, it's not every weekend, but the weekends that I do come, it gives us practice.
Yeah,
it's not all being intimate. It's not all. It's us learning to. Well, I think got a little bit more quieter. When you put your hand out, it got quieter. Oh, that was good. Anyways, I hope it's all still recording. Okay, I think it is.
Okay.
What I was saying was, it's not all the intimate. It's us. Even on the weekends that we all together,
it's a way of practicing that we need to focus on our relationship.
Yeah, and I want to share a couple of other never before heard stories that adds on to Georgia living on her own, and me coming in, on weekends. One just happened most recently, about a month ago, and it was a rainy Sunday, right?
I actually remember that.
And I was going to go do yoga with Georgia, right?
Yes.
Now, there's a couple of never before heard stories, and there's another one I'm going to share that I don't know if I should share, but I'm going to share because it highlights the importance of the lessons, the high points, the low points of it, living on your own, like all of that. I think is good for us to share. And it's kind of this is a docu-series, like this is our lives, and I'm sure there's young kids that are listening to this that could learn from us. And so, it's back to about a month ago, that not sunny, sorry, it's sunny today. That rainy Sunday, we left for yoga, right?
Yes.
Now, we had everything. We had our backpacks. We, had our keys. We had our phones. Yeah. The one thing...
Sorry.
Oh, no, you...
Okay, well, the one thing that we totally forgot was...
all right. You can say it. You can say it, but I want to say, wait, just before that, because we're building to it. So we go down the elevator, right? We walk outside, and we've got about half block.
Yes, half block.
Half a block, and then we realized, oh boy, the rain is coming down.
Yes, it was.
And we realized
that we need to come back here at my condo to get the umbrella.
And being the gentleman that I am, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Georgia waited in the lobby, and I said, I'll run up the and get it.
And he did.
So I go back up the elevator, and as I walk down the hallway, I see your neighbor. The neighbor that's, for those of you watching the full video podcast, the wall right behind where we're sitting on this couch. And I went into her in the hallway,
Yeah, so that was actually my neighbor Peg Callahan.
Okay. And anyways, so I said, well, it's rain. I came back up to get the umbrella because it's raining. And I said, we're going to yoga. And she was like, because I think she wasn't really doing anything. And she said, do you want to ride? And we were like, we'd love a ride.
Yeah, we both said we need to have a ride.
So she gave us a ride, even though it was only a few blocks away. But so she gave us a ride. I think she ended up driving past the house, and we were both like, wait, hold on. I think we passed the house. So she turned around in the street and then dropped us off, and we did yoga. But the whole point of, if it's raining and we forget the umbrella, to have one of you go back up and get the umbrella.
Yes, not two people.
That's a part of living on your own. The other part of that story that the other level of before story I want to share is something that has happened a few times. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes, I don't know why we're telling everyone this.
Well, no, okay. I'm going to preface it with this.
Oh, okay, it's fine with me.
So I've shared this part with my mom. My mom, who lives on her own, right? And before I say, because I think when I asked you to say this before I heard the story, I think you're going to be okay with me saying it when I say my mom told me I think the air went on.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, you guys. If you guys hear any air, it's just the air conditioning. It's just fine. Anyways, that's the whole point of recording the pod from home. Okay. Anyways, so what my mom said. If I ever forget my again, this is not my mom's voice. So if my mom is listening to this, I just want to say I'm doing my best high voice.
It's very, very creepy.
Okay. If I ever forget my keys, I want you to always remember to remind me. All right, so basically, my mom wants me to remind her to never forget her keys, even though my mom, outside of her place, she has locked up her keys in a place. I mean, a backup keys, just like you've got a backup keys. So I say that to say a few times. And maybe because you get distracted because of the...
Okay, yes. I sometimes get distracted because of
the cuteness of me. Cuteness of me?
Sure.
Hotness of me.
You are cute and hot to me. Yes.
Okay, so because you get distracted because of the cuteness and hotness of me, you sometimes forget your keys and phone.
Yes, I do. But I don't do that anymore.
When you go down to open the door for me. And so this one time in particular, your parents just happened to be out of town. But we tried calling Mom, and she didn't pick up. And and I'm going to say this quickly.
Okay.
So
quickly.
Anyways, so we ended up texting, and she ended up telling us where to find the backup key, and so we did that, and then the next day we couldn't figure out how to lock up the backup key, and then finally, when your mom, after I left, and your mom told you, it made sense how we have to lock it up. But anyways, I say that to say a lesson to any of you young people that have similar, different abilities as Georgia and myself. A lesson of living on your own
is to make sure that you have everything, like your wallet, your phone, and your keys.
Yeah, your wallet, phone, keys. Just make sure that you have, you yes, have a backup. Have a backup. Whether you lock it up somewhere or you give it to your neighbor, or you probably should also lock it up somewhere safe, like somewhere outside of your, place. And just because if your neighbor's not home, that way you can, But that's a lesson.
Yes, it's a lesson. Yet,
and maybe if we hopefully can come back to a regular podcast, we should maybe come up with a list of topics and maybe talk a little bit more about independent living and some of these, because I think if there are young kids listen, whether you have some little abilities or challenges that we both have, or you don't, you can learn from us. We can learn from each other. If you're listening and you already live on your own, and you have any advice for us, let us know. Georgia and Daniel at Special, Georgia and Daniel at SpecialChronicles.com, or just drop us a DM at Daniel and Georgia on Instagram or Facebook. SpecialChronicles.com/contact. Sign the Georgia and Daniel Show email, Georgia and Daniel at SpecialChronicles.com. Drop us a note, and we'd love to hear from you. Send us a audio message. Just record on your phone and then email to Georgia and Daniel at SpecialChronicles.com, and we'd love to hear your advice on independent living.
We want to hear from all of you,
especially on how to live as a couple.
Yes.
And so I think that's a good time. We basically have we've got like 3 topics for the show today.
Yeah.
About 2. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a short break. When we come back, I think we're going to divide this is what we're known for like half an hour. We're going to divide the second half into 15 minutes and 15 minutes. 15 minutes on the OK Gala.
Mm-hmm.
And then some vacation plans for the last 15 of the show. So to wrap up the segment, you want to say anything?
I just wanted to say thank you guys for listening and watching, and we're going to do lots more for the incoming summer.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Might be kind of busy, but we'll talk more about independent living, more about our adventures of our life from a different angle, and yeah. So your list, you want to show you kind of introduce this break? You're listening?
You're listening to the Georgia
and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. We'll be right back with Mo of a Ganiel Hiatus. Part 2 right here on SpecialChronicles.com. We'll be right back. Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a nonprofit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people with disabilities community that creates awareness, support, and advocacy within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcasts, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at SpecialChronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. And
we're back. Next up, we'll be talking about the OK Gala 2023.
The theme, it was pretty colorful, right? Flourish.
Yeah, it was one of the best dance events that we do every year for OK.
Which, for those of you listening, because there are probably a lot of people listening that don't know what OK is, we're not just saying, well, OK, it stands for something.
Yeah.
An organization.
To addition to that, it's arbitrary Knox.
Which is, some of our listeners probably already know what Opportunity Knox is. But for a lot of our listeners who might not know.
So Opportunity Knox is a community. My comedy and Phil comedy Phil is the president and Mike is the vice president. And we'll open the doors to me and my friends to do thousands of things to do. Activities. Programs, events. And the best one that we've had was the OK Gala.
And they also have, you also have another, they hire a few of you, right? With the catering, the Royal Catering?
Yep, so we have the OK Classic. That's in September.
That's a fundraising event.
Yep.
But then
and then there's also Knockout Pickles, and then there's also Knockout Catering.
I think sometime we need, we should do a live podcast catered by Royal Catering.
We should. I don't know how. We're going to do that.
Hey, if anybody from Opportunity Knox is listening to this right now, if you want us to do a live podcast in front of a live audience,
yeah,
get in touch. GeorgiaandDaniel@specialchronicles.com.
I think that'll be a lot of fun.
But yeah, let's so OK Gala, you gave a speech. I should have queued this up. We should have played a clip of your speech. But maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll try to what? We'll try to maybe upload it to the Special Chronicles YouTube channel. Or maybe we'll try to we still have that, right? The speech that I put you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us. But do you want to tell us because you gave a speech? Oh, by the way, folks, if you guys want to see that speech, you have to remind me to first upload it, and then if you go to specialchronicles.com, subscribe to our newsletter, and I'll try to send it out. That's probably good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to send it out with sometime within the next couple of weeks if I get a chance. By the end of the month, hopefully. If not, drop us a note, GeorgiaandDaniel@specialchronicles.com, and let us know. One of us will hopefully get that inbox anyways. Go on. Yeah, sorry, I keep interrupting.
Okay.
Tell us all about the OK Gala 2023 Flourish.
So the OK Gala is actually one of my favorites. So at the very beginning, they do pretty much everything. We do a silent auction. There's a wine auction. And there's also the silent auction where you get to bid on different items. Like, for example, you could auction off a basketball jersey from someone, or you can go to different places and stuff like that. Or we also have baskets and stuff. But then, so that's pretty much part of the OK Gala that they do. And then I also speak every single year. And I actually had fun with it because I ad-lib in all my speeches. This year was so much fun because I added a few people that helped me doing my process as a lawyer.
What was the tip? I don't know if you actually did this tip that night, but I know I'm going to say it was wedding you did this tip, but what's a tip that I give you?
So Daniel gave me this amazing tip. If I don't know the word, I just have to tap on my leg and spell out the word.
Some people like your mom are like, don't tap. That's just weird. Don't tap. Well, no, she didn't say that's weird. She just said don't tap. But
this year I didn't do it because I actually know what I was trying to say.
But if there is a word that you don't know how to say, it's a little hidden message between the two of us.
Yes.
Anything else? I think we posted some pictures on our personal accounts on Instagram or Facebook at.
Yes.
At
Daniel and Georgia.
No, I don't think we posted on that account.
Well,
our personal accounts. We both posted pictures. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, yours is
at Peach Georgia 22.
Mine is at Podman Dan, and just about every picture, I've got a beer in my hand. I've got a drink in my hand.
And I
just about every picture. It's listen. It's not what you think. It's just
It's just a drink.
Just a drink. Go on.
Yeah. All my friends are there, and also Daniel was dancing with my friends too. That was pretty amazing. And it's all about being with friends and families, and we stay up till God knows what, till like midnight.
No, not midnight. I think we went home a little bit before 11.
Well, I
10:30.
Yes, I know.
We went home and then we had our own little after party. I'm not going to say what we did.
Yes, but
it's not for listener ears. That's a good one. Yeah, because the pod, you guys listen to this. It's not for the listeners' ears. If I should stop talking, just tell me to stop talking.
Okay.
You realize you could just mute my mic. I'm going to go on party wishes that.
But what I'm going to say...
Go on. Let me stop talking.
In the past years, yes, it goes from 7 to midnight because some people have to stay there to clean up everything and to help with the caterers. And that's what OK Gala looks like.
Awesome. So we'll try to post that picture, that video, and if we don't, in the next couple of weeks, drop us a line, drop us a note, GeorgiaandDaniel at specialchronicles.com. Or specialchronicles.com/contact. Specialchronicles.com/contact. Should we? Anything else you want to say? Okay, Gila.
Well, I think I'm going to say I love dancing with Daniel because he is the best dancer I know.
You're probably a little bit better than me, but
I took it easy because I was wearing a dress. So
yeah. Okay, should we move on?
Yes.
And I know we said 15 minutes, but whatever, it is what it is. Summer vacation, Georgia's birthday trip plans. So in July, your birthday, 35th.
I mean 35.
I was going to say that.
I'm sorry.
35th. Mid-30s. It's not quite 40.
Okay, thank you.
No, I mean, it's half of a milestone.
Yes, it's a half a milestone.
Halfway to your 40s.
Yeah, and yes.
So what I was going to say, I kind of had this idea yesterday, and I brought it up to you. And again, if I'm going to listen to this, So Cat Michelle.
Emma and Sam.
Cat Michelle Mills, chief pilot at United. If we still have some talking to do to kind of hash out this idea. But first thing that has to happen is I need to add you to the buddy pass. We both can fly on standby. I think you would just have to pay the taxes, but so what's the so Georgia's turning to is 35, the end of July. And because I've been doing such a good job this month of pre-recording 2 months worth of podcasts, 8 episodes this month I'm pre-recording for June and August, and I feel like at the end of July I need to take some time off for podcasting.
Me too.
Yes, and so I thought of, and so I know so first off, one, I'm gonna say I'm live in DC, but then also kept me Jill. And I know also her husband wants to play basketball with me, and they invited us to their house. Maybe we could stop at Beatty Bowl's Coffee, and there's a lot of stuff that was a lot of fun stuff we could do. And I thought not for a whole week, just for maybe 3-4 days, like just maybe half a week, just 3-4 days.
Somewhere between the weekend.
Yeah, like a long weekend, maybe like I don't know, a Saturday through a Tuesday, something like just a few days, right? Well, we could take a quick trip to our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Now, for those, I don't know if we shared this on the pod a few years ago, but I gave you a gift card during the pandemic.
Yes, you did.
From Washington, D.C. It was a travel gift card from Washington, D.C. to Oakland and San
Francisco.
Really Oakland, but because Tyler, one of my teachers from college, had invited us to Oakland. Well, she was in Oakland, so kind of Oakland. We'll kind of combine Oakland and San Francisco. And so maybe this summer, this in July, maybe we can take half. You can kind of cash in half of that gift card, the Washington D.C. half of it. And then maybe in the fall, maybe sometime later, we can plant the second half of the West Coast part of it, the San Francisco, Oakland part of it. And so that's our idea.
I really love that idea because I have nothing to do for my birthday this year, but normally I celebrate by myself, just a little bit. My birthday is a really huge deal to myself, and
somebody else that shares your birthday.
Yes. And
you want to tell the listeners who it is? Wait, no.
Oh, sorry.
Go on with what you're going to say.
Okay. So half of my coworkers take me out every year. The top two, Janice Jones, Amanda, and Vi Makowski. They take me out every year, and Julie Tobin makes my cake every year. So.
And you want to tell the listeners who else shows your birthday? Who else?
Oh, me and my twin sister, Kate as well, because we're both twins. I'm actually the baby because Kate is 2 months older, and she's like my best friend. We're both going to be the same age.
Yes, because twins are the same age.
Yes. Oh, and Selena Gomez has the same birthday as me.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. But, okay, that's good.
I'm done.
So, done. And scene.
And scene. Back to him.
And scene. So, that was the idea that I had. I mean, we still have some stuff to kind of work on, but yeah. Let's see. Did we miss anything from the last part that we want to kind of to go back to?
Well, I think we pretty much got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Random topics. Should we call anybody on the show?
Well, it's been a long time we have not even called anyone.
Yes. So if you listeners, dear listeners, can I not call the listeners dear?
You said dear like 4 times now.
I'm not calling them dear.
Okay,
you
keep going.
Not tell them I'm serious. Dear listener. I don't have to go what I was going to say. You're distracting me. Dear listener. Dear listener. Can I not get through a line?
Get to the point already.
Dear.
I'm having the best time here.
Hold on. I think my mic is I feel like my mic's gonna fall apart. My mic is a little loose. That's why this is like. Is the only kind of how does your mic sound? Is it jiggling?
No, it is not.
Something else can jiggle. But I probably want to keep it G-rated. No, I honestly, folks. I don't know why I didn't. I should have known this in the pre-show. My mic is jiggling. This is really bothering me. Okay, I should have dealt with it during the break.
Back to the point.
Oh, I love. Next time we need to turn the air off for the whole show because this is just much quieter. Okay. Anyways, dear listener, if you want us to call, I'm just doing kind of.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a bit out of this and also just trying to kind of fill time. Okay. Dear listener, if you want us to call you on the show, drop us a line, Georgia and Daniel at specialchronicles.com. Georgia and Daniel at specialchronicles.com, and we can perhaps call you the next time that we call it.
Yes. Hopefully we can do that again.
We don't know if it's going to be weekly. And we know for the next month it's not. We probably will not be recorded in June because at least one of us is a little bit busy.
Well, it's not just me, too.
No, I know. I mean, you're busy too. But we're busy.
Well, I may do, but...
Yes. So with that
being said...
Yes, with that being said... doo-doo.
I'm not laughing here, people.
Actually, can I? Actually, no. I was gonna make a joke about have to do it.
You're not joking.
No.
Anything.
I was gonna make a joke, but I probably shouldn't say it.
Yep.
No.
No.
What about the last episode that we, the part 1, last week's episode that we recorded about the whole. No, I probably shouldn't say any bad jokes.
No. Not yes.
Wait, you know what? Let's play a little game. I see something over there next to the pruno. What is that? Is that a candle?
Oh, for God's sakes!
Is that a candle?
We're not going to talk about that on the show.
Oh no, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Okay.
No, that's not where I was going.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Where's your head going? No. What I'm gonna try to say is, for our birthdays, instead of lighting candles, we take some of those what do you call it? Fake candles?
Flameless.
Yeah, that's fake candles.
That's what I just said.
You call them flameless, I call them fake. That's all. Anyways, you know what we're trying to say. We put it on top of the cookie cake instead of lighting. But then I feel like the last birthday we actually lit candles.
Yeah, but you need to do that instead of using a bigger candle.
Yeah, that's why we did learn a lesson. Back to the beginning of the episode.
Ow.
Did I say that a little too loud?
Yes. Yes.
Back to the beginning of the episode. The end of, anyways, let's not go back to it. Anyways, let's begin to wrap up.
Okay, sounds good.
Should we let our listeners know how they get in touch with us? And I know we've got like some fancy little banners that we usually pop up on the show, but I don't really feel like saying it. I mean, I don't feel like pressing the button. So can you, if I try to adjust my mic, can you begin to kind of tell our listeners how they can get in touch?
I can try and remember.
Yes, say it. Oh, just say our Instagram or social media. Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys want to follow us, you can follow us.
Lean back. You can follow us. Go on.
You can follow us on
the Insta.
God, on the Instagram at Daniel and Georgia.
Same thing as on Facebook, on the Insta and the Facebook. At Daniel and Georgia. Daniel and Georgia.
Yeah.
We're not really that active on Twitter, so we're on there, but just stick with the Insta and the Facebook. That's probably the two best faces. You can subscribe to the Special Chronicles channel on YouTube to watch the full video podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to follow us, each of us individually, what we're doing, we're not on the pod.
You can follow me on the gram at PeachGeorgia22.
You can follow me on the Insta at PodmanDan, PodManDan. If you want to go ahead and drop us a note, we've said it a few times on the show throughout the episode, but I will say it again. Georgia and Daniel.
Georgia and Daniel Show.
No.
Sorry.
Georgia, you want me to say it?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Georgia and Daniel at specialchronicles.com. Georgia and Daniel at specialchronicles.com. And if you can't remember that, then it should be right below in the show notes wherever you're listening or watching this episode, as well as just, and if that's too hard to remember, if you can't look down, then just go to specialchronicles.com/contact. But all the ways to get in touch with us should be in the show notes below. It should be specialchronicles.com/GDShow85. And don't forget to listen to last week's episode, right? Part 1, you hear the never before heard story, part of our love story that we've never told before, as well as answering, are we still doing the pod, and talk about what we've done on our Ganiel Hiatus the past half a year, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
Just listen to us on Spotify and Apple.
Yeah, this podcast is available on specialchronicles.com, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Remember to hit that follow button, subscribe button, follow button, so you never miss an episode. Go back to listen to the archives. And this show is also available on specialchronicles.com, and click on podcasts, and then the Georgia and Daniel Show. And if you also enjoy this podcast, you might also enjoy
watching my show, the Georgia's Kitchen Show,
which you can find again on specialchronicles.com. click on podcasts, and then scroll down to see the Georgia, and then click on the Georgia in there. No, SpecialChronicles.com. Click on podcasts, and then click on Georgia's Kitchen Show.
Yes.
You also enjoy listening to this. You might also enjoy my weekly podcast, the Special Chronicles Show. New episodes every Monday. SpecialChronicles.com/show. Yeah. Exciting. We got some exciting episodes related to the Lord's largest exclusive sports event, Special Olympics World Games, Berlin 2023. June and July, we've got 2 months of week. You would stay tuned for weekly episodes in June. On the road to Berlin 2023 that you don't want to miss. SpecialChronicles.com/show. Or wherever you listen to this podcast, just look up the Special Chronicles Show. I think we're about I think we ended right at 1 hour. We're at like 56 minutes now.
Yes.
Is how you should wrap up?
Yeah.
But I think we might stuff in the drawer that we might have to take out, and we need to pack all this up. So with that, I'm going to take another sip of coffee as we wish you adieu.
Okay, stop now.
They love when I say that. Adieu. If you guys don't laugh. I'm thinking somebody laugh all the water out. Please don't.
I didn't do anything, but I had one in my mouth when you actually did that.
Please don't still sit on the equipment.
Yeah, I am not.
On
the equipment.
On the unit. That could go in a whole different direction. On the unit. No, on this unit.
I know that.
Not on my unit. Not on my unit. That could be. Boy, we're going downhill. We probably should wrap up, right? We probably should wrap up. We don't have a little song for you, but you wanna sit back, relax. We're gonna wrap up. Anyways, it's been fun getting back.
I had so much fun doing this.
Yes, it's been fun getting back on the pod. We hope you have enjoyed. We hope you guys have enjoyed listening to this past hour. Again, if you missed last week's episode, go listen to part 1, right?
Yes, part 1 and this coming part 2.
I know, and if you guys are just tuning in, if you are a new listener, go back and listen. We've got over 85 episodes that you can listen to, where we really chronicle all life from a different angle, all love story.
Yes.
Like you heard last week, we've shared a never before told story, but we'll talk everything about what's going on in our life. We'll talk about our adventures. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about going to couple therapy. We talk about it all.
Yeah, it's having a serious relationship with someone that you do care about.
It's in a docu-series. So with that, we'll be back. I want to say back weekly, but we'll have to, play it up by you and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But until then, this has been
the Georgia
and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com and
scene.
and scene. We'll catch you next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Georgia and Daniel Show podcast. SpecialChronicles.com to find links to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of new episodes. Also, subscribe to our newsletter or mailing list to sign up for updates and get exclusive content delivered to your inbox. Remember to do what you do with podcasts. Subscribe or follow and rate and review this podcast on Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Finally, please share this episode and all of our podcasts with your friends and family to help us grow our audience, reaching 5,000 downloads of our audio podcast and over 14,000 average monthly listeners. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you back here next week with exciting new content. right here on the Georgia and Daniel Show. We'll see you